When I told people that I wanted to get an MBA, they assumed that I would go to a business school in the United States, somewhere in New York, Boston, or maybe California. But instead, I moved to Oxford, England, and it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. In this video, I want to share why I chose to study business abroad as an American, why I picked Oxford specifically, and what you should consider if you're thinking about studying outside of the US too. Hi, I'm Caitlin Anderson, graduate admissions consultant and Oxford MBA who has helped hundreds of students win interviews and offers to all the top business schools in the world, including Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, MIT, and Yale, and win over $1 million in scholarships. I'm originally from the United States. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, but I grew up across 10 different states. Some in the Northeast, Midwest, South, Southwest, West Coast. Pre-MBA, I worked for a staffing agency as a recruiter for finance, accounting, and administrative positions, for a geotechnical engineering firm as a drafting supervisor, and for an education coaching business called Accountability Concepts as a strategist. Like a lot of people, I reached a point where I knew I wanted more leadership opportunities, more global exposure, and more clarity on my next step. I looked at a range of MBA programs in the United States, but it wasn't until a holiday dinner with one of our family friends who was pursuing her PhD or DPhil at Oxford when she casually recommended to me that I consider Oxford for my MBA. Now, honestly, I hadn't even thought about Oxford at that point, but the more that I researched the Saïd Business School, the more I realized that it offered a completely different kind of experience, and it was one that was more closely aligned with my goals. Number one, the Oxford MBA is a one-year program. So that means that you will spend less time out of the workforce and significantly less money on tuition and living expenses, while still getting access to a top-tier education and alumni network. That's no small consideration. In the United States, an MBA at a top school will run you around 200,000 US dollars or more. The Oxford MBA costs around 100,000 US dollars. Number two, it's truly global. I love what Trevor Noah said about the power of traveling. He said, if there's one thing you won't waste your money on, it's traveling. Travel the world, see another place, discover a different point of view. Traveling is the antidote to ignorance. That's so true. It changes your mind, your perspective, how you believe, what you believe. In my class, 94% of students came from outside the UK. That means that your projects, every conversation you have, every team you're a part of, is infused with international perspectives. So at the Saïd Business School, you're not just studying global business, you are living it. Number three, the Oxford brand. The Oxford name is powerful, not just in the UK or in Europe, but everywhere. It opens doors in business, policy, nonprofit work, and more. And it's not just the MBA program. You're a part of a university that has over 9 centuries of history and this global reputation to go along with it. Now, the Saïd Business School is only 29 years old as of 2025 when I'm making this video, but I knew that Oxford University's lengthy history would counteract any disadvantages that might come with the Saïd Business School being a little newer. I made another video about how the Oxford name changed my career even before I got there. and I've linked to it above me so you can click on that to check it out. Even top business schools in the United States haven't achieved the international recognition that Oxford has. For example, my husband was born and raised in Italy, and he told me that he knew the Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, Yale, Cornell, and Columbia names, but he had never heard of Stanford, MIT, Northwestern Kellogg, Wharton, or Berkeley. Additionally, I'm a former professional Latin dance competitor, and my friends in the dance world come from all over, including Slovenia, South Africa, Taiwan, Singapore, and Ukraine. And through our conversations over the years, I learned that they knew the same schools as my husband. Additionally, my international students shared the same exposure to schools in the US and the UK. Number 4, the experience. Oxford is unlike any other place. You are part of a college, you're surrounded by ancient buildings with access to lectures by world leaders and dinners that feel like they're straight out of Harry Potter. For me, it wasn't just about the career. I really wanted to grow as a person too, and I knew that surrounding myself with completely unfamiliar experiences was going to be the quickest way that I could achieve that. Now, studying abroad does come with trade-offs. For the MBA, you don't have that second year to network and build skills to be even more attractive to employers post-graduation. And I'll be honest, doing a full MBA program in 1 year was a lot. That level of acceleration felt like a whirlwind, and it was just non-stop from the beginning. The recruiting process for jobs can look a bit different. And as an American, if you want to stay and work in the UK after you graduate, you have 18 months to use the visa that is attached to Oxford. But if you want to work and live in the UK after that 18-month period, you need to find another way to be able to stay there. So you have to be pretty proactive. But if you go in knowing that, then it is absolutely manageable. Without a doubt, it was worth it. Oxford helped me to grow academically, professionally, and personally. It gave me a network that spans the globe and the confidence to build a career that is uniquely mine. And maybe most importantly, it gave me perspective. I see the world differently now, and I bring that lens to every decision I make. If you're American and thinking about doing your MBA abroad, let me tell you this: keep an open mind. If you value diversity, are looking to move quickly, and you want a program that's going to really challenge the way that you think, Oxford might be exactly what you need. If you're deciding between United States and international MBA programs, then leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your questions and help however I can. And if you are actively applying, I've helped hundreds of students from around the world get into top business schools and win over $1 million in scholarships. So you'll find several free resources that I've linked to in my description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.